What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, or should I call it Auto Auction Junkyard, Auto Auction Hoarders, for that matter. I don't know. Today we're going to work on a 1985 Honda 1800 that doesn't run. I bought it that way. I got it for like $175. But before we jump into that, we've got some new cars. Let me show them to you. Let's start off with one that was just delivered, a 2001 Nissan Maxima. I don't know anything about it. It's supposed to run. It's a pedal car. I got this for $300. Next, this one I'm kind of excited about. I can't wait to bring you a video on this one. This is a 2006 Nissan Xterra. I don't remember how many miles are on this one. I really don't remember anything. I don't remember anything about any of these because there's so many of them. But I got this for $900. $900, and it's supposed to be a run and drive. I currently have 13 cars. Well, I hope this guy didn't. Okay. I hope he didn't run that damn thing into my Honda. Here we got a 1985 Honda. This is an 1800, an Accord that I got. I have something like $150, $175. Doesn't run, doesn't drive. An 89 Honda Civic. It's supposed to be a run and drive, but it's smashed. And we got a 2005 Chrysler 300. I don't know what engine it is in it, but I know that it has hidden damage that I was not aware of, and now I own it, and I've probably got about $2 grand into it. This one, another big mistake. I truthfully believe that that was a mistake, and this was a mistake. I think my winning bid on this was $1,200 or $1,300, and it's not supposed to run or drive. Supposedly it starts and then immediately dies. So we've got a lot of cars that don't run. We've got a few that do. On top of these, we have in the garage, let's take a walk, a 1984 Chevrolet Citation. If you've missed the video on it, you should go check it out. Another one that I got for $250. It's a biohazard, also a non-runner. But it didn't get on this lift because I pushed it on here. It drove itself on here. So go check out that video where we took a car that had been sitting for many, many years and got it running. Speaking of cars that sat for many years, over here I have my 1925 Ford Model T that was in a movie, although very briefly, but it counts. It counts. It was in a movie. It has been owned by the same lady since 1955, if I remember correctly. Her husband passed away about 13 years ago, and it sat ever since. Guess what we did? Well, we drug it home, and in about a few hours of tinkering with the old girl, I managed to smash out the windshield by accidentally running it into a tree. But most importantly is we got her running. We got her old heart ticking again for the first time. You definitely don't want to miss that video. So if you haven't seen it, go check out my video on the 1925 Model T. Now, we need to see what's wrong with our Honda Accord. All right, well, let's walk over to her real quick. I'm gonna have to move all of these cars today. I gotta mow. Let's take a look under the hood here. The hood prop is on the other side. Okay. I know for a fact the battery is dead. And the reason this car is on my agenda for today, the key is still on that metal. Yeah. The ignition is, oh yeah, it was left on. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, battery's totally dead. This is on my agenda today because the back window got smashed out. This car was obviously involved in some kind of a nasty hailstorm. Took a lot of damage, but really the most important thing is it smashed out the back window. So we're going to get this into the shop today. We're going to clean out all this glass. We're going to try to clean out all the junk in the back of the car. And we're going to try to get it running because I refuse to believe that this car is dead. I don't believe it. I don't. It's only got 62,000 original miles on it. 62,000. The interior is in beautiful condition other than a couple little things here and there. But I refuse to believe that an 80s Honda is dead at 62,000 miles. I just won't believe it. So why don't we throw a jump on it real quick. And what I'm hopeful for, if you guys have seen this channel before, then you will know that I find cars, I specialize in cheap junkers that nobody wants. I love the old stuff, I really do. But 9 times out of 10, I'll find a car that doesn't run, and as soon as I put a jump on it, down the road she goes. I mean, seriously. Typically, these things will run. So, I'm hopeful that now that we got a jump on it, we can jump in here and fire this bad boy. Oh, uh-oh. We have no power? Nothing? There's nothing. But wait a minute, the clock is ticking? You see that? The clock is working? No lights either. Oh wait, yeah, we got lights. Hold, wait a minute. We got lights. No signals, no accessories. No accessories. Interesting, other than the clock. Looks like 7 of 18. This thing should have been sitting around 56,000 miles. I wonder if there's anything in the trunk. Let me get sidetracked for just a moment and take a peek back here. Oh, they had it covered. Well, that's nice. Spare tire? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, had a spare tire. There's a light on back here, too. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a light on in the trunk. This is a little bizarre. So we have some power. And we got some power. Okay. Well, that's bizarre. So, I'll tell you the first place I'm going to run to. We're going to shut this booster pack off real quick. I'll probably need to go get my voltmeter. This, to me, sounds like a fuse is missing. Maybe somebody rigged it, or maybe... Oh, great, there's no diagram. Oh, is that all the fuses there are? Well, hell, I can look at these. That one's good, that one's good, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Looks like we got some fusible links under here. Oh, I don't need my voltmeter for this. You see that? What is that, a 60? That's a 65 amp fuse right there. She's blown. I have never seen fuses like that before. Great. Well, let me see if I can locate some fuses for this. If not, we may have to just throw a wire over it and jump it that way. Yeah, we've got a lot of rain supposed to be coming, and cars with no back windows should definitely be in the shop. So here's what I did. I found one of these bad boys. This is what it's called. If you're looking for this, for these weird fuses, this is a Honda Fusible Link Assortment, and it looks like it's part number 094413. All right, there's your little UPC code on the back for anybody that might be needing it. It's by Little Fuse, www.littlefuse.com. So we have ourselves a 65 amp fuse here, and it looks like we just kind of slide it under and then slide it over. There we go. Just like that, I guess. It doesn't look like it's quite right. Hold on. This would be easier to do. Come on. There we go. Bingo. Bingo. Take you a Phillips screwdriver. Tighten that bad boy down. And what do you think? You got to be kidding me if this is all that was wrong with it, and I got this thing for 150 bucks. Okay. There she goes. Let's put the cap back on it, and we'll see what she does. I'm excited. I am so excited. How much you want to bet this thing's gonna fire? I guarantee you she's gonna fire. I don't know how that thing got popped or when it got popped, but if somebody really abandoned this car over a $3 pack of fusible links, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. Let's see if she does anything now. I'll be damned. No way. No way. She's got no gas. Completely out according to the gauge. Well, she cranks. Okay. I may have to go get some starting fluid, a little bit of gasoline. Yes! Yes! Oh, it ran! It ran! Come on. Come on, old girl. It ran on its own. Okay. I'm not going to screw with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some fuel. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's got a lock on it. We're going to have to cut this off. Let's cut that off, get some starting fluid and a little bit of gasoline. And let's see if we can fire this thing up. All right, I've put maybe a gallon or two in here, and I've gotten the key off. We got some starting fluid. I'm hoping we're not going to need it, though. Hopefully with a little bit of fresh gas, she might just come to life. The gas that's in it did not smell good. I mean, not at all. Yep, there she is. That's what she needed, fresh fuel. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's not happy. She's got some garbage for gas in her. Come on. God only knows how long it's been since this thing has run. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on, girl. I'm rooting for you here. There you go. There you go. She may not be very happy, but she's running. We got gauge lights, cluster lights. Headlights work. Signals. Yep. Let's try the air conditioning. No way that AC will work, but we'll try it anyway. Radio. What do you think? The radio, it's got an aftermarket Pioneer unit. It'd help if I knew how to turn it on, but I don't. So it's got a little auxiliary and a USB port as well. It's nice. We can figure out how to make the dang thing turn on. It's got cruise control. Look at this. Cruise control, an ashtray, cigarette lighter. What is this? Dome light maybe? Rear defroster? Glove box. May of 2018, they installed a new stereo. There's the Honda cover. Remote control. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. But somebody at one point loved this car. They did. They loved it. Is she going to run on her own now? Let's see. Power steering works. Horn works. AC does not work. No surprise there. You're not going to hear me crying about it either. 62,000 miles on the girl. Can you believe that? Battery lights flashing. I'd be willing to bet that battery is shot. Got a little bit of smoke coming off the engine bay there. Valve covers, burning off a little bit of oil on the exhaust from the valve cover gasket. But listen to her, she's not running perfectly. But come on, guys. That's a Honda for you. That's a Honda for you. She's got good tires all the way around. Let's turn on the lights. Oh yeah. Look, that's a damn Honda, man. Tough as nails. Tough as nails these things are. Been sitting for an unknown number of years, and she comes right back to life. Right back to life. Granted, she got a lot of hail damage, but who cares, man? Boy, that's a lot of smoke. That's a lot of smoke. Good Lord. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to take it for a ride. Alternator's charging, so we don't need this anymore. Just gotta make sure she doesn't die. And then the next step, before trying to put it in the garage, is we have to take it for a ride. We do. We got to take her out on the road. Let's peel this off if it'll come off. These stickers half the time rip into a million pieces. This one might come off. Yeah. That rarely happens, guys. Normally these things rip apart into a million pieces. They don't like to come off. This car just wants to live all the way around, man. She's like, let's do this. She's ready. She's ready to go. Throw that starting fluid back in there. Got some tools sitting up here we could toss in here as well. That way I don't forget them. She's starting to run a lot better. That smoke though, man, she's really smoking under there. Turn the headlights off. No. Well, damn. Yeah, she's smoking quite a bit now. Look at that. Good Lord. Damn, girl, all you needed was a set of valve cover gaskets. You'd be good to go. Well, I'm sure the battery's dead again. 100% sure the battery's dead. Oh yeah, there's nothing left. Well, let me give her another jump. Let that oil burn off a little bit, and we will take her for a test drive. All right, it's been a few minutes. I got a few of them moved. A couple of them I don't. You see, it's getting dark on me, and we have to take this for a drive. Obviously, the battery's probably shot. I'm not trying to turn the headlights or anything on, so we're just gonna jump in, throw our seatbelt on real quick in that fashionable brown color, and we're gonna go up the road and back real quick. We got to get it into shop. That's overdrive. Okay, different gears. Interesting. I can't believe we're gonna take this out on the road. God only knows how long she's been sitting. She's got about a quarter tank gas in her right now. Let's see how she does. Oh, I turned the headlights on and it tried to die. 40 miles an hour. She shifts. She does. 50. Oh, VTEC, baby. No, there's no VTEC. I'm kidding. 55. Wow. This is crazy, guys. Honestly. I can't believe this. I mean, we don't have a back window, which makes it hella breezy in here right now. We ought to call this the Brown Recluse. Wild, man. Wild. She's cruising 55 miles an hour, no problem at all. Look at that. Would you look at that? Wow. Okay, well, she runs. Let's turn her around and see if we can make it home. So I stopped on the side of the road real quick. I'm afraid it's gonna die, but the miles are currently 62,946.7. And I'm kind of curious to see if the miles work. I think they do. I really do think this car only has 62,000 miles on it. And the reason the battery light is on, I am certain, is because that battery is probably toast. Completely dead. Look how good it shifts. Look at that. I mean, she just cruises, man. Not a care in the world. It rides absolutely great. I'm doing, whoa, I crossed the line there. We're doing almost 70 miles an hour. Almost 70 miles an hour in this old girl. I bet those valve covers are smoking like a mug right now. Unbelievable. It rides like a brand new Honda from 1985. I kid you not. She's a good riding car, guys. A really good riding car. No warning lights on the dash other than the battery, of course. Steering feels good. Brakes feel good. I think this is worth putting the back window in, guys. What do you think? All right, mileage is now 62,947, and I'm watching the miles go up. So they work. They work. You are looking at a legitimate 62,000 mile 1985 Honda Accord. Well, I got it back to the house. It died quickly. And boy, there is smoke just billowing out from under the hood. Good Lord. You'd think the damn thing's on fire. Wow. Good night. Well, she needs valve cover gaskets desperately bad. Look at that. Looks like someone's out here having a barbecue. Nope, just my Honda. Okay. Woohoo! I'm gonna let that sit there for a minute, smoke itself out. I got a few things to move around in the garage. We can pull it in, start cleaning it up. All right, well, we got the old girl in the garage because the storms are there upon us. We got lots of lightning and thunder and everything else. She's running a little right now, which when you consider that it's been sitting for a long time, the tank smelled pretty nasty. What's coming out of the exhaust smells about the same. We only put maybe 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons of fresh gas in it, so she's not going to be happy for a little while. But even though she sits here and kind of gets she's aggravated, right? As soon as you tap on the throttle, I mean, as soon as you tap on the throttle, watch this. Watch what happens. Smooth. Listen to that. I think there's a little rattle from the heat shield. What's really cool is you turn the lights on. Look inside this car. Look at this beautiful glow. Absolutely gorgeous. Even the radio light works. All of those lights work. The lights down here work as well. Glove box light. Ashtray? Yes, even got a little ashtray light in there too. Everything works, and I found out what this button over here does. When you push it, it checks all your lights for you. All right, well, she's pretty aggravated. She doesn't overheat. She'll sit here and idle. She doesn't idle happily, but she will sit here and idle. I think what we need to focus on now is trying to, there we go. We need to clean this out. This is pretty bad. It's covered in glass. Gloves. Yeah, there we gotta clean this mess out of the back, make this car look a little better. Boy, hopefully we can oops, vacuum up a lot of this stuff too. Just try to get it cleaned up. I'm going to have to price a back window for this thing. But let's get this glass cleaned up. Let's take a look at what she looks like with a quick vacuum. All right, well, how about a little before and after? You saw what it looked like before. We'll see what it looks like now that it's all cleaned up. It's going to be about as good as it gets. I might take it, depending on how this thing does, I might actually take it to Brian at the auto spa and see what he can do to make the interior and the body look a little better. I mean, it is riddled with hail damage, so there's not much you can do to the body, but I don't know, maybe you can make the interior look a little better. Hell, maybe it's not worth it at all. I don't know. The glass is all sucked up. You can see it's all cleaned up back here now. Headliner looks good too. I mean, this thing's truthfully kind of amazing. It really is. Get that back glass in it, get some fresh fuel in it, and she ought to be a hell of a runner. I ran it, I drove it in here, and I ran it for a while, and it's not smoking out of the top anymore. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but seems like it's good to go. I got the battery out. I cleaned the terminals in the car. I also cleaned the battery terminals right here. I've got it on a trickle charger. We'll just let it go and see what it does. But I did notice the date on the battery. I have no expectations from this. 7 of 13. Okay, so yeah, 2013. It's been almost 10 years since this thing had a battery in it. We all know that batteries nowadays, what do you get out of them? 3 years, 2 years, 3 years before they're bad again. So I don't expect that battery's going to come back, but that gives you a pretty good idea of when the last time this thing was actually being used. I'm going to bet it was somewhere around 7 years. It's probably been sitting 7 years or so. It's got a nice set of Ling Long tires all the way around. The whole set matches, and they've all got good tread. I aired them all up. So I think that's going to conclude today's video on the 1985 Honda Accord 1800 with 62,000 miles. In the next video, I'm going to get that rear glass installed. I've got to call around and try to find somebody that can do that. And I think I'm going to take a big risk here. I think I'm going to try to drive it. What do you guys think of that? I really do. I think I'm going to try to drive it to the city. From here to get to the glass shop, good Lord, you're probably talking about an hour 15 each way. I could trailer it. That would be the safe thing to do. I just don't think that would be the fun thing to do. So if you want to see this car in the next video, attempt to make an hour and 20-minute trip to the city and then probably another hour and 20-minute trip back. That's a long drive for a car that's been sitting forever. If you guys are interested in seeing that, you got to let me know by hitting the thumbs up button and dropping a comment down below and tell me that you want to see me try to drive this thing 2.5 hours round trip. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Share the video on social media. Goes a long way to help the channel. And don't forget, also subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed, because we've got a lot of old, boring, but cool cars coming to you very shortly. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.